we're live.
Oh, right at 11. Oh my goodness, we are right on time. And look at how many wonderful people are joining us. Oh, it's
Oh,
so great to see you,
hey.
everybody.
Thanks for joining us.
Oh, this is fabulous. I hope you're having a wonderful, it's Friday 13th, which sort of fits with Blackbird writers, crime fiction writers, right?
Oh, yeah.
Fits. So here we are. My name is TK Sheffield, and welcome to the Blackbird Writers on Substack TV. Real writers talking about their mystery novels, as we like to say. No AI, just alibis.
I love
I'm
that.
TK Sheffield, and I write stories for readers to laugh and escape. With me are my co-hosts, Tracey Phillips
Hi.
and Valerie Beal. And we were hoping that we would see Val today. Val, we miss you. And if you can pop in, that would be great. Otherwise, we'll just talk about you.
Yes. She's been MIA. She's been on vacation.
Yes.
So,
So she's been traveling. So anyway, Tracey, take it away. Introduce
well,
yourself.
thank you so much, TK. I love doing this show with you. This is so much fun. I'm Tracey S. Phillips, and I write suspense thriller and romantic suspense about fierce women who face their shadow sides. And I am the founder of Blackbird Writers. Blackbirds are a group of 25 mystery authors who flocked together during the pandemic. And we share each other's news and really help each other navigate the publishing industry, which I think is so amazing. And one of the things that I love the most about this writing community is that everybody is so willing to help out and, just share what they know, you
Right.
know?
And that's why we wanted to come live on Substack TV, because we thought, okay, what a great way to deliver, 20 minutes of information and happy news, hopefully, and positivity to people who are in the journey with us, right?
Yeah,
And what's so great about the Blackbirds is we've been in it a while, and we have traditional, we have indie pub, and we understand the value of lifting one another up. So
right.
that's why we're here, and it's just delightful to see a wonderful crowd here.
Yeah,
And thank you again for joining us. But from what I understand, Tracey, you have some good news about releases from Blackbirds.
I do. Um, Cheryl Joseph told me that while walking every morning to keep fit, she is often mentally unraveling the threads of her work in progress mystery. Cheryl writes middle grade mystery novels, and her Botanic Hill Detectives Mysteries, she's working on book 8 now.
Wow.
Yeah. She says the first draft of a Bougainvillea Street, is The Stolen Tiara, is for ages 9 to 109. And it's almost finished. She says to watch out for that late in September.
That's wonderful. And you had me at mentally unraveling on a walk right there. I was like, okay, boy, have I been there, right? On the
Yes.
walk, how many of us have just mentally unraveled, much less plotted a book?
Right.
I'd love to go. That's one of the best ways to me to, if I'm stuck, writer's block, whatever, go outside, do something, cut the grass, take a walk, you know,
Yes.
stare at the trees, rake the leaves, whatever, shovel
Yeah.
snow.
Yeah. I think that part of that, like being physically outside in the fresh air or whatever, just really opens up your mind for creativity.
I think so. I
Yeah.
truly think, I'm going to be teaching a romance writing class on Sunday in, a town near me. And it's brand new writers, brand new to the genre and writing itself, and they get stressed. They get so focused on how to, start typing on that page. And I just try to convey, look, just loosen up. Literally go for a walk
Yeah.
and let your mind imagine and then sleep on it and then come back to the page. Try to not be intimidated by that blank page. Anyway,
Right.
get on to the next one. Another
Yes.
good news.
Lori Buchanan, who writes thriller, she says, don't let your story stall, like what we were just talking about. She says, learn how to create tension and atmosphere in your writing with an award-winning novelist. Lori Buchanan is going to teach how to write a scene in 8 steps. The workshop is February 21st at the Garden Valley Library in Idaho. I will share links with that for that after we're done here. I can actually share it right now for
Oh,
everybody. Let's
great.
do that. Oh,
Great.
okay.
If you don't know Lori, she's fabulous. She's an inspiration to
Yes.
all of us. She's the most organized person I've ever met. She has written nonfiction too about mental health and so and staying well. And I can't remember the title of it, but she's on Substack. Lori Buchanan, author, so
Yes.
inspiring. And talk about daily walks. I think she walks 6 miles a day, 5 or 6. In
Yeah.
addition to writing like a book a year, her
Yes.
crime fiction novels. Yeah.
Yeah. Her series is really great too. I love
Yeah.
that it has a writing retreat
Yes.
in the series. I,
Yes.
I like, Lori, when are you going to open up this retreat? Because I want to go.
We all want to go. Yes.
Yeah.
One of us is going to have to be, sacrificed apparently, but
Yeah.
because
I'm also,
something bad happens.
yeah. Oh gosh.
Yes. So I don't know who's going to be the victim if we all go to the retreat, but
I'm also going to share a link to Cheryl Joseph to
okay.
her website so that you can check out her lovely middle grade books. They really are for young ages all the way up to adult. I love them. They're so fun.
Yes, and anything we can do to get middle graders reading, right?
Yes.
That's another positive thing about the Blackbirds. Valerie Beal, she's got Beyond the Cemetery Gate, and
Oh,
she's
right.
got Haven, two of them here. She's
Yes.
also in that genre, and anything we can do to promote getting young people reading would be great. Is great.
Absolutely. I totally agree. GP Gottlieb is rushing to finalize the recipes for Pounded, a whipped and sipped mystery number 4, which comes out in July this year, July 29th. She is working on her launch schedule and preparing to moderate at Left Coast Crime, which
Oh,
isn't that
great.
in a couple of weeks?
Soon. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to have a number of Blackbirds at Left Coast Crime in San Francisco, right?
Yeah,
San Francisco this year. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So if you're curious about what that is, check it out. They've got a website. Maybe you want to attend, maybe you are attending, but it's called Left Coast Crime. And
yeah,
it's just another, it's like Killer Nashville. It's just a fun conference where you can go and meet other authors and learn and be up for awards and just enjoy this whole profession that is novel writing.
right. Oh, Sean
And
Patrick Little joined us. Hey,
oh,
Sean,
hi,
how's it
Sean.
going?
If you have, speaking of GP Gottlieb, and Tracy shared that in the chat, her Instagram, she is a fabulous vegetarian chef.
Oh, yeah.
If go look at her Instagram, you will be amazed at the gorgeous
Oh,
plates she
no.
creates. Just stunning. And then her recipes are fabulous too. So congrats, Galit. That's just wonderful.
Yeah. That's all the Blackbird news that I have this week.
Oh, great. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
thank you. If anyone has any questions, let us know. But again, you can
Yeah.
find us blackbirdwriters.com, or you can just follow us on our Substack and find out more news. And we'll keep bringing you this. We'll keep telling you about positive things that are happening in the flock, and hopefully we'll be able to cheer you on as well. So feel free. And when this recording will go, back onto Substack. Add your comments add your book or your website in the comments so other people can get to know you. So we'd
Yeah.
love to see that. Another thing we're going to talk about today, because what we like to do is share news about the flock and then maybe some, current events. And then our favorite segment is our favorite things. So, but anyway, current events. And we talked a little bit about this before, Tracy. There
Yeah.
was an article released by the New York Times, not with a paywall, and it was discussing romance writers and using AI. And they interviewed an author, and she's on the article discussing how she's developed pen names, and she is writing hundreds of books under pen names using AI. And she's quite upfront about it. And it has been the talk of the, writing world now for a week or so. And so I just wanted to get your thoughts, Tracy. What are you thinking?
Well, AI is everywhere. And I can't imagine hundreds of books. Does that mean hundreds of books a year?
I think a month. I'd have to go back and specifically read the article, but she's producing them and she's very upfront. So I write them with AI. She's an experienced author, so I don't know how
Uh-huh.
much editing she's doing with these books. But,
That's
you know,
crazy.
it's you can find all you have to do is Google the article. It's right there. It's no paywall. You can read it for yourself if you want.
Yeah, did and, you know, AI is absolutely everywhere in our editing software. It's on your Word document, it's in all of the whatever writing tools that you use. It's on my phone now. Like I was telling Tracy earlier, it's like I open up my phone or I try to open up my phone and it gives me this message every single time now. Don't you want to try the new Gemini?
Right.
No, I don't. I
Right,
just
I
want to
know.
open my phone.
Same thing with my Instagram. I have fun on my Instagram, and it's usually me at a bookstore or some kind of fashion, post or my backyard, right? It's one of usually one of the 3. Those are my content pillars, as they say. But I get these prompts, "Here, use AI to do this and that and everything." And, yeah, it's a little bit fun to fuss around, and I'll tell you right now, the cat videos are dominating. The kitty cat videos, driving cars, or going on a travel vacation. So how do you compete with that?
You can't.
No, you don't. But the New York Times, as we discussed before or earlier, they did what journalism should do, right? Is put forward an article of discussion for writers who are affected and readers who are affected by this to talk about. So I give them credit for at least raising awareness of the issue and how prevalent it is
Yeah.
among some genres. It seems as though romance is one of the genres that uses it. I don't know, but again, to your point, how do we avoid it? How do we avoid it? Grammarly, for example, your software that you use, autocorrect, Facebook. I mean, it's all there. So
Right.
I'm very fortunate. Well, number one, with the Blackbirds, we're all experienced writers who were writing before AI existed.
Yeah.
So we have, like, as no AI, just alibis. But, AI can't do Midwest voice and it can't do humor. So I'm still okay. So I don't know. I don't know where we're going to end up. I don't know.
Yeah, and I think, AI was probably around when I started writing 10 years ago. I mean, just to a degree that the spell check or whatever was always
Spell check.
working. But all of those things are part of it. And no, I don't want AI writing my books for me. I draw a hard line in the sand right there.
Right. And then the thing about being an experienced writer, and this is what I found, I wrote my very first novel. Speaking of, I wrote this one, Model Suspect. I think it came out in 21, I think. No, 23, 23. But I wrote it on my hands and knees over a footstool right behind me because I had a bad back. But I was bound and determined to get this novel out. And really and truly, there was no such thing as being able to use AI for editing or developing a paragraph, even as I think it was 23. I should look, but um, I still can't imagine because those characters are so personal to me, and I love them dearly, and I think every character you write is part of you. That turning it over to another entity to control them is very difficult for me to think about.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely. I'm going to share a link. This one you shared with me earlier by Catherine Confidentials.
Right.
It's the rebuttal to the New York Times um, article. I don't have the link to the New York Times article, but again, I think you can find that
I think it's in her rebuttal. I
the
think
link.
it's there.
Okay.
Yeah. She makes some great points about it. It's affecting all the industries. It's gonna affect publishing for sure.
Yeah.
The New York Times, it'll affect ironically, the New York
Oh, yeah.
Times publishes an article about a romance author using AI, and then it can't not affect newspapers, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Well,
anything else to add?
no, I don't think so. I mean, it's a discussion that I think everybody should have with themselves first. Is it, moral? Is it, um, do you feel comfortable doing it? And there's definitely tools out there that, for authors who want to try it, I think that it's an excellent source for research. I've heard
Right.
people using it for historical research and are having great success with that. So,
And just double check, make sure, because it does hallucinate, you have to double check. So I don't find it, I find it, for example, if you're doing research to do a search for, the Packers who won the very first Super Bowl, the Packers, you would just want to double check and make sure that that's true, right? So
Yeah.
you definitely have to go back and do your research there.
Yeah.
But I think it's here to stay, and morally, you have to decide how much, in terms of my writing skill, do I want to develop for myself, because it is about the journey. It is about the people you meet, and about the book you're writing.
Yeah.
So you just have to understand who you are as a person and what you want to produce, for what you want to create. Let's put it that way.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, I think we're about 15 minutes in. Should we get on to favorite things?
Yes,
Okay,
we
you
should.
first.
Oh, I wanted to share, a girlfriend of mine gave me these cute little earrings, during my book launch this year, and it's hard to see
Oh,
them, but this is my book cover all the way around the spine, the back side and the front side, and she got them on Etsy, and I'm looking really quick to see, where is that link? I'm gonna find it. Here we go. It's Book Nook Marjorie May,
oh, nice.
um, on Etsy, and she you have to have the whole cover if you wanna get your book as earrings.
I see a Marjorie just joined us. I wonder if that's Marjorie. I wonder if that's the person.
I don't know, but I'm gonna share a link to this, Book Nook, Marjorie May's Book Nook on Etsy, so that if anybody wants to order earrings, they can.
Great. I think they're so cute. It's
Yeah.
something novel. It's something different.
Yeah.
And you know me, I love mugs. I've got a bookworm mug. And then this is going to be a really fun one. I picked this up at one of my favorite bookstores in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, called Lakeside Books, LG. And Alicia's fabulous, and hopefully we'll be having an event there. Hopefully.
Oh, wow.
To be determined. To be announced. Let's just
How
say.
exciting.
But look at this. It's 52 weeks of book quotes.
Aw.
And so for writing inspo, you flip it over and it gives you one for the week. And I'm all about, in my office, I'm all about some kind of inspo. Like, this is a card. Oh, Val, if you were here, you'd know this, but she's not here. She's not watching, so we can share. I've got this, you're you, that's your superpower. So
Aw.
that's a card that I was going to send to Val, because she's just so darn fun. We do a podcast together, and she and I giggle more than we, give info. But anyway, so this is one of my new favorite things, this 52 weeks of book quotes. And I just love to have this ability to look at something and understand what another writer was thinking, and, using for inspiration. There's no place like home. Isn't it nice to think that tomorrow is a new day with no mistakes in it yet?
I
You
like
know,
that.
isn't that great?
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that great? That's probably where
Yeah.
we should leave it.
Yeah. I mean, we all need, a little positive reinforcement.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Especially this, because things are crazy, and I escape into my pages when the world is a little wild. Part of my just mental health is to escape onto the page in the world that I can control and the characters that I know. Even though, it's crime fiction, something's going to happen, but I
Yeah.
do that. I do that on purpose.
I just wanna share, everybody, can go to the Blackbird Writers Substack too to see the latest, post this week. I forgot to mention that. Our latest post was, I'm on the wrong one. I'm looking for Blackbird Writers, and
First
mine always
mistake
comes
of
up there.
today. So today has
Yes,
a mistake in it, but tomorrow won't.
there we go. Um, it's, there's a historical suspense author, Nina Waxman, in interview this week, and it's a really great interview. My gosh, she knows her history. So if you're interested in Venice and historical suspense, this is a great interview. She, really knows her stuff.
Wonderful. Thank you
Yeah.
for that update. I appreciate that. So at 11:20, everyone, on Friday, the 13th, we wish you a wonderful day that is safe and fun, and then a fabulous Galentine's or Valentine's Day tomorrow. I will be at a book signing at a wonderful place called Literatus and Company in Watertown, Wisconsin, signing my funny screwball comedy featuring Cupid, who comes to Cupid is tired of dating apps. He sees what a disaster they've made of the world, so he decides to become a matchmaker in a small town. So that that is the book I will be signing tomorrow in Watertown, Wisconsin. So,
Awesome. I will see you there. I'm gonna come out and check it out.
oh, thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. So, it'll be a nice day. It's going to be sunny and I think 45 in Wisconsin. That's like a spring day. So,
Yeah. Awesome.
absolutely. So, we will see you tomorrow. And thank you everybody for joining.
Yeah.
This is fabulous. We'll be back next Friday.
Yeah. Around the same time.
Around 10 o'clock Central or 11 o'clock
11.
Central.
Yeah.
11 o'clock Central. And that is all from Blackbird Writers. No AI, just alibis.
All right. Thanks so much.